Good evening, boys and girls. Welcome to our STEAM night. Tonight, I'm going to show you guys one of the things that I really enjoy in the library. We have a pretty big collection of puppets that we use with our story times and programs, and some of them are a little creepier than others, but they're still all pretty cool. And I like using them to enhance what we're doing for our stories and things like that. And they're a lot of fun to play with. And what I'm going to do tonight is show you guys, hopefully, how to make your own puppet.
All right, to make your own puppet, you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need some scissors. You're going to need a glue stick, and you will probably need some markers. Oh, as they roll away. Don't let them roll away, because you may end up needing every one of those colors for what you're going to make. Now, the main thing you are going to need to make your puppet is a paper bag. So today we're going to show you guys how to make a paper bag puppet. There's a couple of different ways you can do it. You can get yourself the paper bag, the markers, and you can just go right ahead and draw your puppet right there on the paper bag. You can go online and maybe print out a template that has a design that you color and then cut out on the paper bag. Or you can take a paper bag, take some construction paper of different colors, and then cut out some pieces to glue onto your paper bag to make your puppet. So I'm going to briefly show you guys how to do each one of those. Now, drawing your character right on the paper bag is probably the easiest thing to do. All you need is a marker or pencil or something, maybe some crayons that you can draw. And you just kind of think about what you want, whether it's a person, an animal, or something else, and you just draw a face on the paper bag. Put in a couple of eyes, maybe a weird little button nose, some spiky hair, and then you want to do the mouth. To do the mouth, you need to open up the flap right here and draw in. Maybe you want some weird looking jagged teeth there instead. So you've got your very basic paper bag puppet right there. And what you do is you take your hand, slide them into the paper bag, and there you go. You've got one all ready. Now, your next method is you're going to use a template. This is something you can usually find online or maybe in a craft book or something like that, and you can just print it out on your printer. And it'll have two pieces. It's going to have the body, and then it's going to have the head. But before you start cutting it out, what you need to do is add a little color, and that's where the markers are going to come in. And you just kind of, well, you're not going to throw them on there like that, but through the magic of the camera, what we can do, magically make it completely colored already. So there we have our template. Now, at this point, what we're going to have to do is we're going to use our scissors. Again, we're not going to throw them at the paper because that doesn't work. But again, using our camera magic, we can just magically make our template be cut out. So there we have our two different pieces. And now this is where we're going to need our glue stick, and we're going to need another paper bag. So what we are going to do, I usually work with the body first. We're going to fold our flat back, take our glue stick, we're going to put some glue, and this glue stick's not working the best, but we will keep going, and glue down the body so that part of its mouth is under the flap. Then we take the head and we'll put some glue on that part of the bag, and we will put it right. And then all you have to do is just put your hand in, and there you go. You got a working paper bag puppet who opens and closes his mouth like he's talking. Hello everybody, I'm a bookworm. Ah! There you go. All right, so the next thing you guys can do for a paper bag puppet is going to be a little bit more creative. You're going to kind of take a look around your house and find different materials that you can use to make your paper bag puppet. In this case, you might have some construction paper that you can use. You maybe cut out a piece for his body, then cut out a piece for his head. Maybe use some black construction paper to make some antenna for him. Maybe you got some blue to make his eyes, or some orange maybe, or maybe you want to give him a big scary tongue and you're going to use some pink for that. So I'm going to go ahead and put mine together with my glue stick and my scissors, and I'll let you guys see what it looks like. And here we go with some camera magic. I got my paper bag puppet all put together using just the paper bag, some construction paper, scissors, glue stick, and a marker. And he's got his weird antennae, he's got his bug eyes, his little caterpillar bug worm snappy beak with a little tongue sticking out, and when he opens his mouth, blah, you can see down inside his throat, and he's got scales and segments and cool stuff like that. And if you're at home and you want to do something like this, you can do that. Maybe you decide that instead of just pieces of construction paper for his antennae, maybe you want to use pipe cleaners. Maybe you want him to have shiny scales and maybe use some aluminum foil instead of blue construction paper. That's all up to you. So what I hope I see you guys do is if you make some paper bag puppets and want to share them with us, please go ahead and do that. Now, before we go, I want you guys to take one more look at the paper bag puppets that we made today. So there are the ones that we put together today, and one that I showed as an example. I hope you guys like this video. Like I said before, if you make a paper bag puppet and want to share it with us, please feel free to do that. We'd really appreciate to see your creativity. We miss you guys and hope to see you soon. Guys, have a good night.